Hello everybody, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be looking at the best places and how to set up waterfowl hunting in revontuli Coast, because in my opinion it's one of the best money-making methods in the game, because one geese is about $700. So yeah, we're also going to be taking a look at what you need to know and best loadout to use. So let's just jump right into it. So one of the best places to hunt is going to be right at this little divot right here next to the outpost, and it's going to be located right here on the map. Then whenever this gets to where you only get flocks of 2 or 3 geese and waterfowl at a time, you're gonna want to move over here to another little divot where they're both pretty close to this outpost. Then your other spot is going to be located right here, which is going to be located right here on the map. And then whenever you overhunt this, you're going to want to come over here and do the same setup. Here, you're going to get mallards and about every type of goose in the game. Here, you're going to get mostly bean geese and Canadian geese and occasionally green lag. Over here, this is going to be the best teal spot in the map. So let's get into what loadout you're going to be using. Here, we're using this shotgun, which holds 6 rounds, which is probably the best shotgun in the game, because it does not require any DLC. This shotgun and the Gatekeeper 12 gauge. They're all 12 gauges. If you want, you can run a 22, but I like just to use shotguns because I'm a horrible shot with the 22. Ammo, we're going to be running birdshot. Sights, I only like to use the custom sight on that shotgun. Lures, the bean goose collar, the duck collar, the Eurasian teal collar, the Eurasian widgeon collar, the gray lag goose collar, and the Canadian goose collar. The Eurasian teal and the Eurasian widgeon collars you're not going to use. Okay, let's take a look at how you're going to set up all your lures and everything. So here, I got every single type of geese in the game, and then some mallards, and wood ducks surrounded. This is where you're going to put your lay down blind. You're going to lay in it, and whenever they land, I like to use the double shotgun. Just going to pop out, shoot both the shells, and then whenever they start flying, you can just kill them with the pump action. Let's take a look on how to call them in. Let's go ahead and take a look on how to call them in. So you're going to start off with your caller. You're going to hit about like 4 or 5 times. Then if you're on console, right on the D-pad. And you're just going to cycle through all your calls until you get to your duck caller. Then you're going to go back and forth. And there's a Canada goose call right there. And then they're going to swoop in. And they always go into the wind. So if the wind's facing this way, then they're going to come in from this way. So keep in mind, they're more likely to see you if the wind is facing this way and they're coming in over you. They're more likely to see you that way. Let's take a look at the other spot now. Here, you're gonna use the exact same setup as last time, but this time you're gonna set them up along here. Now you can set up your blind in the water over here, but be careful, they're more likely to see you. So I like to put my lay down blind right here. So whenever you see them coming, they land and then just pop them. The best time of day to do this is around 8 o'clock, which is close to that time. So let's go back to our first spot and let's get to some hunting. Okay, we are in the blind now, and I'll get back to y'all whenever we get a flock coming in. Okay guys, we finally got some action here. We got a decent sized flock of Canadian geese, and we also have a decent flock of gray lag. So we'll keep calling them in. And what I normally do is, look, they're already landing. Let one flock come in, and about let half of the other flock come in, and then just shoot them. And like you see, those are flock of 3 mallards. And mallards only pay about $300 per mallard, and that is not counting gold mallards. So here we go. What I normally do is try and spot like there. If I was ready to shoot, probably right in the middle of that. Now the way we're set up is we don't really have to worry about them spooking. But right in there is a good chunk. So I'm going to aim right in there. Switch. Is it too far? Yeah. So I think we were able to get a couple, and at least 2 out of the air. So let's go claim them. First one is a gray lag. Got them right in the dome. CUC, $614. Canadian goose, and so on and so forth. Now you see, I have $63,000, which for a person that doesn't have many DLCs is really good. And this is over the course of 2 days. And basically all of it just on Revontuli Coast. Now Revontuli Coast is also okay for moose, and also okay at whitetail. And whitetail you are going to find at the northern part of the map. Looks like we got some mallards coming in. Hopefully they'll let us get to our blind before they spook. And we're going to let one more flock land. And then we'll move on to the second spot of the day, which is up here. So I'll catch you when they land. And here we go. We have a flock of 3 landing. So I'm going to try and take these guys down. And perfect. That's 1. That's 2. So let's go claim these. And we'll move on to the last spot of the day. First one, gray lag. And you see here, like even that one was a gold. And that's $100 more cash. But you see like the bronze and silver still give like $600. And if you just be patient and wait for a lot to come in, then you'll get a steady flow for about 10 minutes. And you see, this is already mid pressure. So by the time this is high pressure, then I would already be hunting this. This would have been at high pressure. This would probably be at low pressure. Then hunt this until high pressure, and then hunt this until low pressure, and then give up. Hunt it till it's dead zone pressure, and then also dead zone pressure. And then these 2 spots should be open, and you just repeat that process over and over and over again. So let's head to the last spot of the day. Here we are at the last spot of the day. And I'll get back at you whenever we have a flock coming in. And guys, not even maybe 30 seconds later, we already have a really good sized flock of turbulent geese or tundra bean geese. And look at that, we already have another flock. I'm just gonna wait till the first flock lands and kill them. And after this flock's land, oh, they're landing over there. Just look at how much waterfowl there is at just this spot. Just this spot alone is so good for waterfowl. There we go. We got some landing. And I'll go ahead and I'll just pop these ones. Bad first shot there. And too far. First shot was absolutely horrible. Second shot, we got one. And then we got one in the air. So, not the best, but it's better than nothing. And this would help a lot more if I had the Retriever DLC, but I do not. And there he is. See, even the bronze is only $100. So, bronze. So, I guess bronze is in the 500 range. Silver is in the 600 range. And gold and diamond are in the 700 and 800 range. And in case you're wondering, yes, I have gotten some piebald mallards, and it was only, I wasn't even grinding for it. It just spawned in. And I think I got 2 piebalds in one. So they're pretty easy to get. But I don't know about geese or teal. All I know is I just got them in mallards. So we're going to let this flock land. And, oh shit. Let's see what these are. Canadian geese. Nothing too crazy. 2 level 2s. And here they come. Looks like we're only going to get 2. Which I'm going to give them a chance. We're not worried about those guys. I'm only going to shoot one and then shoot the other out of the sky. And here we go. That's one. Let the other one fly. Oh, well, that's really bad on my end. I guess I wasn't as good as that after all. And absolutely obliterate this one. And that was the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments. Stay up, stay blessed, and have a great day.